today.
Are you recording? I'm trying to get me on camera and I'm not. My poker face ain't ready.
Do you have to prepare for this?
Huh?
Do you have to prepare?
No, I'm always like this.
We're the big D's in his area, so we're going to have to watch out, you know. Well, actually, we're safe, aren't we?
Yeah, no, we're good, man.
Are we safe?
Like I said, you just pay attention, man. That's it, man.
Yeah. What's happening, Ty? What are you doing in London again?
Come to do a podcast, man.
Yeah?
YouTube video. Yeah, man.
Podcast with Big D. What's it called again?
Double D podcast.
You know. When is your next video coming up?
That's the problem, doing it on your own. It's
Yeah.
harder to do it because you have to come up with all the stuff yourself. But
Yeah.
like now, when we did a video,
Yeah.
you can like bounce off each other and backward and forward. But when it's just you, it's like you're talking to yourself.
Yeah.
How long does it take? It's a bit harder to do when you're doing it on your own.
How long does it take you to like edit your own video?
It takes about 4 days,
Wow.
There's 4 days of just sitting in front of a laptop, chopping up, putting in photos, putting in video clips. But I've boxed, so like getting punched and running up hills and taking fights with like Eubank at 4 days' notice. That's what you call hard, them ones. So
Tell me about
sitting down in front of a laptop's not really hard in comparison to, fighting, training, dieting. Spending £600 a year on medical bills and buying boxing gloves every minute. Do you know what I mean? So this YouTube stuff's much easier.
I've not even had the chance to watch that fight against you and Eubank. Can you break it down for me? How do you think it went? Was he as powerful? Was busy? It's like, what do you say? Has he improved since then?
I was surprised how bad he was, to be honest with you. Until the last round. When I was knackered. That's when his conditioning and his fitness, really took over. And I just kind of threw it away in the last round. But prior to that, I didn't rate him at all. I think he's improved since. That was about 5 years ago now. You know what I mean? But the thing is, are you still recording this?
Yeah.
People like most boxers. I know a boxer who's an English champion. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
He's working now on a scaffolding site, for 10 hours, like today in the sun. So he can't really train properly. But people like Eubank and Conor Ben, they're probably just relaxing now, in between training sessions. So they've got the benefit of like recovering after training. They don't have to go to work for 10 hours a day, like most boxers. So they've got that advantage, haven't they? Because of their dads. But I'm not hating on them. I'm just telling you that's how it is, isn't it?
See, what's her name? Michelle Joy Phelps. Why did you what did she do for you to not to have liked her in the first place?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Sex sells, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
So when people sell them, when women sell their bodies,
Mm-hmm.
when they show their bodies and they expose themselves in videos and photos, to get views and subscribers, that's okay, innit? That's fine. That's up to them. But when somebody points that out and says to them, "Show me your tits," commenting on her videos, or says other kind of like sexual things to them, they don't like it. Do you know what I mean? But they set themselves up for that kind of thing, for that kind of talk, by whoring themselves out on their social media and in their videos. So that's what you get. So I brought that up in one of my videos and she didn't like it, so.
But what did she do to you? Did she say anything to you?
Just people coming back to me saying that she called me an arsehole and this and that, which I don't mind. I'm not a kid, you know what I mean? These little insults don't really bother me, but yeah, she got a problem.
Do you have a sit down with them with Billy Joe?
Ah, yeah, I had a sit down.
Is that out on them? Because I was trying to look for it. Me and my friends were trying to look out for that sit down. What was said?
I did a sit down with her.
Yeah.
And Billy Joe Saunders was in the middle, like trying to cause trouble. He likes to provoke.
Was doing the Johnny Nelson, yeah?
Yeah, but he was. You know what he's like. He likes to start trouble, don't he? Like in a fun way. Like when he got that prostitute to slap that innocent man. He likes that kind of vibe, don't he? So that's what he's doing, man.
Oh, listen.
This guy's a killer.
Killer.
Oh, good. So, yeah, Amy Woolhouse.
Who?
You see,
Anna
what
Wallace.
am I saying, Amy? Anna Woolhouse. Did you see the video of our interviewing Luke Campbell? She looked alright in that one though.
I didn't see the video, you know.
No?
But I'm gonna check that
'Cause
out.
I
see
know,
if there's
I know
any,
you battered her for like the way she looks and everything,
I didn't
with
really
the body
batter her, you know.
shape and that.
No, I didn't really batter her. More like a combat, you know, for her banning me from the press conference. Dealing Whyte Rivas. You know, she told the security not to let me in, so I had to do a little video, you know, dishing her.
Well, you should have spoke to Baby Ting to have sorted you out something.
Yeah.
You know, help you go out next time, innit?
No, I didn't even know nothing was going on. I saw him after, actually. It's quite funny. He was sitting downstairs. I didn't know he had an issue. So, you know.
Maybe next time, innit? Next time the Whyte comes back out. You know, I saw I listened to a podcast the other day. Well, today on my way here, and Barry Hearns must have said justice should be served regarding your brother, and the news should be coming out in September. Do you know anything about that?
No, I haven't seen it, you know. So I can't really comment on that. But
Alright.
I've kind of said similar thing, you know. Over the next few weeks, I'm sure we'll hear something anyway. Which is time. It's always inevitable. In time, truth shall be revealed. Evidence will come to light. That's just with everything, you know.
You said you thought it was something dodgy about that situation.
Yeah, I would say like dodgy, or like they set him up, you know, put something in his sample to try and make him test positive, you know, to try and keep him away from Deontay Wilder. That's a theory, it's not necessarily true. But one thing I also said was, these chemicals and everything, you know, like this tea that I've just bought from that cafe, I don't know what's in here. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what is in this coffee or this tea.
So man like
I'm not saying it's spiked. Why would they spike it? I'm just saying you don't know. You know,
man
like
like
washing up liquid and stuff like that. What's
Yeah.
in washing up liquid? What does that consist of?
That's true.
Do you know what it is? I use it every day when I wash the dishes. I don't know what's in that. I don't know what ingredients are in the washing up liquid. So it's everywhere, innit? Bleach, you know, wash powder, washing up liquid. So these chemicals and everything.
This is what I was talking about with your man Anthony Yard now. He's gone to Russia. First his luggage. He needs to, I hope he's brought a whole crate of water so that he can last for his whole duration there. His food. You need, you know, a lot of fighters that have gone to Russia have come up with dubious findings and had slanderous allegations having gone there, having beaten the home fighters. So something he needs to probably, you know, it's not, maybe not everyone, because there's fighters that have gone there, you know, maybe lost and got their arse whooped or won and got away. But there are a lot of fighters that have left Russia tainted, you know, with some negative press of some sort. So good luck to him. Pay attention.
What do you think of Anthony Yard this Saturday?
You know, this is, I'm probably the wrong person to ask for about this, you know, because I really don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I ain't seen enough of it.
yeah, fair enough.
You know
Fair
what I
enough.
mean?
Would you like to be to the next week, Luke Campbell against Lomachenko?
You know, I need to start watching more boxing, you know.
Yeah.
You know, to give a better opinion about these kind of fights. Because I'm like a casual when it comes to boxing.
See, Baby Thing is he just left the car, yeah, but you're listening, yeah? What we could try and do.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
Still recording, yeah?
Yeah, he's got, you see that watch he's got?
Yeah.
I think we should try and, like, you know, move to him somehow.
Try to step to him, rush him.
Just rush him.
Do him
and
in.
Yeah, do him in and
Yeah.
try and run somewhere, like, go split on it. What do you reckon?
Yeah, these are his areas, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm far from home, you know.
Yeah.
You get me?
North London and Sheffield is a bit
I do
kinda
like
far.
London, you know. I do like it here. I was in Soho last night, just having a walk around, you know, exploring. A bottle of Echo Falls. Yeah, man.
Why didn't you answer the phone while we're here? You had to go do some business. I like your watch though. Like, you know what I mean, you best mind how you speak to me in Thai.
You know what? I think you're in the wrong location to act tough. Best believe.
That's why I'm laughing afterwards. Just so you know, it's a joke. Oh, good. So how long are you with us in London for?
I'm here for as long as possible. I've got
Yeah.
no rush to get back. You know, like I say, this is the place for me, to be honest, because this, obviously the Double D podcast that we're going to do in a bit.
Yeah.
You know, there's you. We did a video last time, didn't we? Did some decent numbers.
Did serious numbers.
I should have bought my own camera, done some interviews.
I don't know why you didn't. You know what? You should shout me next time. We could always like help each other out with that in terms of, you know,
Yeah.
to hold the camera for you or what have you. I don't know. But yeah. Did you manage to get into that to the fight then, even though you weren't allowed in the press conference? you got given a ticket for Dillian Whyte's fight?
I didn't get a ticket, you know.
He didn't?
No, I think he was just being friendly, you know, at the time. I
Oh.
don't think he had any intention of sorting me out of a ticket.
Oh, one of them ones.
I can't remember who it was, but
You're
saying
watching
that,
now,
that's the
Fred?
guy, that's the same guy who I was supposed to box Craig Richards,
Okay.
you know, in London a few years ago.
Mm.
And I was about 2 stone underweight, because he's like a light heavyweight, innit?
Yeah.
So I got all the way to London, and because I was too underweight, they said that I couldn't box, you know, the boxing board.
Mm.
So the guy at Matchroom, who said he would give me a ticket, he still gave me $1,000, you know, for like my troubles of going to London and back.
Okay.
So when I say he probably wouldn't have given me a ticket, he probably would have.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't be dissing him like that.
Matchroom are like that though. They're quite good with like.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, you know,
they
but he
give
seemed
you,
like
they
a
give you
decent
money
guy.
to compensate. I know a few other
Was it-
boxers. There's the fought there.
Was it the matchmaker? Paul Reedy?
Yeah, it's, you know, the guy, the white guy with the black hair.
Yeah, Paul Reedy, I believe. That's the matchmaker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he might have sorted me out of a ticket, but it was a busy week, wasn't it? So
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
that was probably the last thing on his mind.
It's crazy. Big D, what were you waiting for your?
I'm just waiting for the rest of the team to come, you know, but obviously I can't really converse on the phone while you're doing
Oh,
your...
should I lock it
No,
off
no,
then?
no, it's all right. I can see a car approaching. So it's all good.
Is that them?
It's up there.
Oh, which one?
Don't be getting the number plates.
Okay,
in there,
okay,
my
okay,
friend.
okay.
You know the game.
Yeah. I see it.
You watch the podcast? You watch him on YouTube?
I haven't watched the one with Ora Davies. I need to watch that. Yeah. Have you seen the one with Ora
I've seen
Davies?
that. Yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah.
Did he say
Can't
anything
remember-
about
I can't
you?
really remember. He didn't really say anything about me.
No, I don't think you did. What, did you not have some form of issue with something?
Apparently he's done one of you and he's really cost you up, like something about you don't get paid on your YouTube because of the things you say.
I do get paid on the YouTube. Sometimes they demonetize the videos, you know, if they're too sexual.
Yeah.
So sometimes I have to calm down with the sexual talk, but I do get paid for it.
Okay.
And there's other ways of getting paid as well, you know, from like videos. It's like a subscription site called on Patreon, you know, where it's like just £1 a month or something like that. So there's loads of different ways. If you've got thousands of views
Yeah.
and your subscribers are paying like £1 a month, you know what I mean? It's going to add up in it. So Ora Davis is talking like I don't get paid, but you don't really know my revenue streams, you know, for my videos.
Have you seen the thing? I need to go and watch it. Yeah.
He's just saying that in it because you know, his ex-girlfriend, the Turkish asylum seeker,
Yeah.
she's been messaging me, you know, on Instagram,
Was it just the one?
you know, being all nice and friendly. No, it's a regular thing.
Are you gonna link her?
I'm gonna try and link her, you know. But
Where is she based
I
now?
thought she's not from here, is she? She's from Coventry.
Okay.
So I don't know how far away that is, but I might go down there, you know, to see her because she looks alright.
Really? What is she on the linkage?
Yeah.
Is she?
I don't know what she's doing. Like, she keeps messaging me saying she likes my videos and she finds me funny and this and that. So
Have you
I don't know
actually
if she's-
said,
I
yo,
don't-
let's link up though?
I ain't really made the move, you know, because I don't really make moves with women like that. Do you know what I mean? I see some men begging women, you know, like on a night out, you know, men trying to climb into women's taxis, you know, acting all desperate like that. I've never been that guy. Because then it's like you're putting the woman up there and you're down here, you know, looking up, begging. I don't beg women. Do you know what I mean? Do you?
Coventry.
Do you?
No. Oh no.
There's a difference between trying to chat them up and begging them. And, you know, there's levels, isn't there? Nothing wrong with trying to chat a woman up, but you know, if you're that desperate, it's no good, is it?
Well, I don't know, man. Baby Tick, I reckon he does well sexually. What you reckon?
Celebrity out here, man. You got the blue tick yet?
No,
You haven't got the blue tick
not
yet?
yet. I need to look into that. Need to pay a bit more attention
Celebrity.
to it, man.
So what's
Because you
up?
know, when I told people I was doing a thing with you today,
Mm-hmm.
people was getting all excited. Like, wow, you meeting him, yeah? You meeting him? You know, getting all hyped. Celebrity out. Do you like that? Do you like that though?
What's that?
You know, when you go about and people come up to you and talk to you. Because I was in a shopping centre and this guy like got his phone out
Yeah.
and started saying to me, yeah, I'm doing a Snapchat, say something funny. You know, and he like put me on the spot. Like,
Yeah. You like.
I was like, mate, I'm just here just to do a bit of shopping, you know. I'm
Yeah.
not into this
Do you know what?
bullshit."
I don't mind when people come up to me and talk, because and even ask for pictures. I find it you know, they've got to obviously come up to you. Once they've done that, it's the courage to come up to you and talk to you. You know what I mean? Some people could be shy. For them to do that, probably, you know, it takes a bit of courage. And then the second thing is, I believe it's one of them things. I've said it before. We've been on this journey a long time. You know, I remember the days when no one came up to deal with myself and spoke about anything. It's just been a long journey. So it shows that you know, we've done something right. You know, we believed, we grafted from just nothing, from when he had no fights until now. And it's mad that, you know, you're at this position. Who could have fathomed that it would be this big? You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. So it's interesting. You know what I mean? To be honest, it doesn't bother me. You know, I like the fans. Obviously, they give me ears for me to voice my opinion and people to listen to. You know, you do get different kind of ones if they're drunk or they're too, you know, that there's so much different kind of people. You get the haters that like to talk about stuff maybe they don't know anything about, and a lot of keyboard warriors who just absolutely, if they was in front of you, they would melt like a, you know, like fucking, who knows, man.
Maltesers.
You know what I mean? So it's just you get all kinds. You get me? I don't even entertain them. I just think, you know what, I'm gonna keep this. I'll flip it into just a bit more positive energy, use it in the gym, and keep it stepping.
You know what? I've just realised I haven't even got any haters, so I need to step my hating game up. Do you know why? Because I'm not big enough yet. So I can't wait to do. Well, you gotta help me.
When I was boxing, yeah, I had loads of. Every message I got was a hateful message. You know, people were like wishing death on me in the ring and stuff like that. Because I was always the away fighter. So I'd go to arenas or venues, and nobody would be there for me. All the fans would be for my opponent. So I'd always be getting slandered. But since I started doing the YouTube, it's kind of gone the other way. You know, where it's gone positive. So, but even if it was mainly negative, people would still tune in.
Yeah.
Even just to write a negative comment in the YouTube section. So they're still watching, aren't they? So I'm still benefiting.
How many fights did you have?
I had about 40 fights.
40?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I say, man, it's all ticket selling, isn't it? You know, getting that home advantage. I've been robbed a few times, you know, but I'm not into excuses.
Yeah, it happens if you're away fighter.
One of them, innit?
Guys selling tickets and that.
Yeah.
Well, journeymen are the backbones of boxing. Without journeymen, things wouldn't.
I won't even say I was a journeyman, you know.
Nah.
I'll say it, nah. I won't even say it. Because, like, journeymen don't really go there to win at all. They just go there to turn up and survive and get through to the end and pick up their £800. When they lose, they're kind of glad because they know they'll be boxing again next week. I didn't go there to lose.
What's he shouting for? Mad. Anyway.
Yeah, man. I didn't really have the losing mentality, you know. And when I did lose, I felt really man down. You know them ones. It wasn't like a happy thing where I'm like, yeah,
you got paid.
yeah, I'm getting my 800 quid. Never that.
How do you feel with
I was an alcoholic when I lost to Eubank because I needed to drown the pain, you know, of chucking that down the drain, that victory. Because that was on a plate for me. That was an easy victory until the last round, and then I fucked it up. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I've turned it around and kind of gone into YouTubing, which is easier.
How old are you now?
And it's paying off. I'm too old for this boxing business. I'm in my 30s.
Your 30s?
Yeah.
What?
Can't
Early
give
30s?
Can't give the exact age.
Because guys are probably they're around between that 29, 32.
Yeah, the thing is, like, a fighter's career is shortened by like head punches, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I used to just spar to the body every day, you know, in the gym, in the Ingle gym.
So
I used to body spar with Johnny Nelson and people like Kel Brook and people like Ryan Rhodes and Junior Witter. So I ain't really got miles on the clock, but
you're still young then.
Eventually your body falls apart anyway, don't it? Regardless of if you get punched or not.
It's just that little thing about the British boxing board control just wouldn't let you let you box.
Well, I applied for my license last week, but
yeah,
I need to do little 4-rounders, move about. Might try and sell a few tickets, you know, to the people who watch my videos.
Yeah.
See how that goes.
Yeah, of course. Do you think they'll give it to you?
I don't know. Some people have said much worse, haven't they? Some people have said they'll kill their opponents. You know, what have I done? Wrote a tweet. I can't even remember what the tweet was. It was so long ago.
But wasn't there an issue with you passing a medical with the British Boxing Board why you couldn't fight? Wasn't it?
No, it's not really a medical reason. a tweeting reason.
Oh, was that what it was? The tweet?
I tweeted something dodgy about. You know, do you remember Gerald McClellan?
Okay.
He used to be cruel to
I
animals,
don't
innit?
even want to get involved.
Yeah.
Is that what you done?
Yeah, he used to be cruel to animals, you know. So I said he deserves to be in a coma, in a wheelchair. I don't like animal cruelty at all.
Man, yeah, you went a bit far there, son.
Your brother's got dogs, innit?
Yeah, he loves his dog.
He loves his dogs, innit? So imagine if Gerald McClellan took one of them dogs and put him in a cage, tied him up, and put him in a cage with a pit bull, you know, to see it get ravaged. How would your brother feel about that?
I don't feel